Hola. I don't know if I should plug something here, but we'll see. My sister wants to do something. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm going to wait to see who joins. Hi. I'm going to put my phone on. Oh, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Goodness gracious. Hold on a second. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, I am just going to give it a couple more minutes. Happy Father's Day to all those who celebrate. Happy Father's Day to everybody who celebrates. Hello, Samantha. Thank you for being here. If y'all don't know, my name is Jaleisha, and I am pretty much documenting my journey of me rebuilding my life. I quit my corporate job of 9 years last June. It's been a year since I quit my corporate job, and then I cashed out my 401k I had left. I took a trip to Lisbon, Portugal. I gave my mother eviction notice after she's been living with me for 9 years, and I made a choice to sell all my belongings, including my car, my house. I rehomed one of my dogs, and I booked a one-way ticket to Albania. And I've been here for almost 3 months. And I was like, let me just show y'all my journey. So that's what I've been doing. I really wanted to make a video today to talk about if I feel safe in Europe. This is only coming from my experience. This is just my experience. This is nobody else's experience but mine. And I want to preface this by saying that I am not encouraging anyone to do anything reckless or to follow what I've done, which was absolutely insane this past year, the choices I've been making. But I did it because I follow my own intuition, and you should do what's best for you, period. So that's just what it is. But I wanted to talk about if I feel safe in Europe and just give you guys the honest truth, the unfiltered truth. I'm always coming and speak my truth with you guys, and it is what it is. And I got back recently from Sicily last week. I go to the UK next week. I may be visiting Greece this week. I'm not sure, but I do go to the UK for at least a week or so next week. I'm excited about that. And I am in the process of trying to find a long-term place to stay for 6 to 8 months here in Port Pogorda, Albania, with my dogs. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we'll get into it. How's everyone feeling? How are you guys doing? I've missed you guys. I send love to everyone, to those who have fathers that are present in your life, to those who miss their fathers. I just send love to everyone. And then when you come in, please make sure you hit the like button, okay? Help a sister out. If you're watching my videos, like, share. I appreciate it. Thank you. I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so do I feel safe in Europe? The short answer leading to the long answer, yes. I feel absolutely safe in Europe. I have been to Rome. Well, no, I have been to Italy. I have been to Portugal, and I have been to. Now I'm in Albania. I thought I had been somewhere else, but I don't think so. Um, just taking it one day at a time. Thanks for your honesty and transparency. Thank you for being here, and I'm sending love to you. Taking it one day at a time. That's exactly what we're supposed to be doing. So, bravo to you. I'm doing the same thing. Okay. But I've been to only 3 places in Europe. Portugal, Italy, and Albania now. I was so certain I've been somewhere else, but I can't remember. Out of all three places, I have felt safe in every single place. Portugal, I felt instant safety when I went last October. I was always going to meetups. I was always getting out to meet different people and going to events, and I didn't feel uncomfortable not once. Rome, I went to Rome several years ago. I felt safe there as well. The most thing you may do is get men trying to talk to you, calling you Bella, but I mean, that's a compliment. So it is what it is. I went to Sicily last week and I felt safe there as well. I did not feel any type of fear. Albania, I've been here for almost 3 months now. I've told you guys my experience with the men here. I'm going to tell you some more stories soon because some things have happened in the last couple of days. And I had to stop myself from posting a video because I was angry or I was in my feelings. But I'm going to talk about it here. But I have felt safe, absolutely safe in Albania. The only thing that's the issue are the men. But still, I have felt absolutely safe. Even as a Black woman in Europe, I feel safe compared to how I was feeling in America, which was my nervous system was all out of whack. I was in constant fear. I have a deep, deep fear of, and I don't know, I gotta watch what I say on here because I don't know what will be. Thank you, Samantha. I don't know what will be viewed or what they would like to look at, but I have a real big fear of gun violence in America. I do not know what the fear comes from, but I have a huge fear. This is a huge fear. I don't feel safe in America. I have not felt safe in America. I have been on edge. I didn't trust the men, but I mean, that's because of my own issues. But I just did not feel safe there. And I did not feel safe being out in public. And I'm a spiritual person, and so I believe what you feed your spirit multiplies. And I try not to feed my spirit negativity, but I also just did not feel comfortable. There's a certain energy where I was living in Texas that just felt, oh, it felt chaotic. And so being here in Albania, being in Europe, I don't feel that way. The energy is feeling very calm for my nervous system. Initially, when I first got here, the first 2 weeks, it was rough as heck. It was rough. It was rough, rough, rough because I still was coming from America. So my nervous system was all still out of whack. But being here almost 3 months now, I feel so calm. I feel so relaxed. I feel, I don't really have fear. If the fear is there, it's because of my own issues. But as far as the energy, the people around me, I don't have fear. And that's a beautiful place to be. That is something I did not expect. Going to certain groups, expat groups, the women I've met there, I've met a lot of women who are traveling solo and they don't feel fearful as well. Europe feels very, very safe, even though there are protests happening, even though there are in certain places, there is uprising of the right. There's a lot of nonsense going on. People still feel safe. Like I'm going to the UK next week, and I know they having a whole thing with the right now, but I'm not fearful. I'm not afraid, and I'm not going to let that be put in my spirit, and I'm not going to absorb it. Cause I just feel so at peace. My body feels really, really relaxed. It feels really calm. And I think Black women in particular, we can't just follow people who say that we shouldn't go to certain places because we have a history of racism. I think you have to go and experience places for yourself and find out what works for you and what works for your body and what feels good for you. It may not be the same for everybody, but this is just for me. This is my experience, and I'm really grateful. I cannot overstate how grateful and thankful and proud of myself I am that I did this because I didn't know I needed it so badly, and I didn't know just being in another place could be so healing to my body and my spirit and my mind. And yeah, Europe to me is safe. But let me talk about the men real quick. Okay? Let me just Let me talk about the men real quick. And I actually don't want to give this a lot of energy because I'm really, really just aware that I don't want to feed negativity because it comes back. But I have to be honest about the men. So the men here are absolutely atrocious. They are lame. Um, they have no game, no swag, and they are they're just Uh, I made a video, I think last month or a month before, about my experience in being Albanian with men. And I made that after being accosted by a man, being followed, and the man assumed that I was, he accosted me for favors, intimate favors. And I'm watching what I say on here because I don't want the live to be cut off. But he accosted me for certain favors, and that really kind of triggered me. And then it made me think something, am I giving out some energy? But now I don't even feel that it's me. I think that there's a multitude of different reasons. And let me preference this because I know someone will watch this later and say, oh, it's because of how I'm dressed, or I have my septum nose ring, or because of the way I wear whatever. The women here, the natives in Albania and where I'm at, walk around with their stomachs out, walk around with spaghetti strap, t-shirts, tank tops, belly button piercings. So that's not what that is. And also, I've talked to Albanian women who have said the men are absolute boo boo, and they are boo boo. They are boo boo. They're not all of them. There's a couple that I've been connected with, and they've been really great because they're like a landlord and a restaurant owner, so they have lives. But everybody else is a hot mess. Yesterday, I went to the park and I was sitting at a bench, and I was just sitting at a bench by myself, and I just was being present by myself. And a man, old enough to be my grandfather, sat at the bench next to me. He was talking in his language, and I just kind of was avoiding or not really listening to him, but he kept trying to engage with me. And then finally, he was pointing at his phone. Like, I thought he needed help with his phone because he's an old man. And so I was like, okay, what's going on? I look over and there is a Black woman bent on all fours, just straight booty, straight back, and she's naked. And he's tapping at the screen, and I guess he's making assumptions that I am a ex-worker. So I just got up, I rolled my eyes, and I got up and walked away. I was followed this morning by a man, and I saw him again later in the day. And then I think another man approached me today. And one of my friends, she said to me, maybe this is a sign I'm not supposed to be here. But as I was telling her, I've been treated far worse in America by men. And unfortunately, I hate to say that, but I've been in like really more traumatic situations and experiences. So this has just made me think some people are weird and creeps, and that they don't know how to speak to other people. And also, they may assume because I'm a Black woman that I am an ex-worker, or they assume that Black women have a certain fetish. And the reason I believe this, when I was in Sicily last week and I went to a bar and we were dancing at a bar and I was having a good time with the Sicilians, a man came up to me and started telling me to twerk. Now I'm the only Black woman there, and everybody's coming over to dance with me because I decided to dance. And he can't speak English, but he says twerk. So I'm making the assumption now that there's just this stigma that is placed on Black women, or assumed. There may be fetishization, or just this belief that women are very highly sexual. Black women are highly sexual. And yeah. And I have other Black friends who are here. They are not getting these same experiences. So I'm not going to say this will be the same for everyone. And once again, I have felt completely safe here. So I've had these experiences, but I still feel safe. So that's like the contradiction. A man followed me earlier this morning. He told me he liked me after just seeing me. And so then he started following me to back to where I was my Airbnb. And I told him to get the F on. But he don't speak English. So I need to learn how to cuss them out in their language, pretty much. But they they are very forward. They do not know how. Uh, they have no way to talk to women and to approach women. They do not know how to be gentlemen. They they're just they're lame. I don't know how else to put it. Um, Very much lame. And then I saw the same man that followed me this morning, maybe about an hour ago, as I was walking my dog, and he's telling me, please, baby, please, like, give me your number. Like, he would not stop talking to me. And then I started like getting louder with him, and then he finally kind of backed off because I was like, dude, I'm telling you, leave me the F alone. But do I still not feel safe? I feel safe. But these are the experiences I'm having. And I'm just calling it out because I think some women will try to shame me to say it's because of the way I dress or because of the way I look. And you got it twisted. I'm not going to change who I am unless I was in a really, really, if I was in a country where it's like life and death. But these women out here are dressing how they want to dress. And it's not that. Okay. There could be preconceived notions because I'm a Black woman and what they've seen and what they've heard or what they've experienced. And also, I'm attractive. So you just assume these things about me. Uh, I don't care. I'm not going to change how I dress or how I exist by me being a feminine woman to appease losers. So no, but I don't feel unsafe, and I don't feel that this is some place that I need to get away from. But do I think I'm going to be here long term? No. I do not think I will be in Albania long term. This is a resting point. This is just a place so I can go to other places. I will be, like I said before, I'll go to the UK next week and I'll be going to Greece soon. But I don't see myself being here longer than the year. Uh, I guess the year requirement that they give the US citizens, just because I don't see it for me. My main detractor is the men, but that's not the main thing. And also, I do want to be courted. I do want to date. I don't want to do anything with these men out here because they don't do nothing. But yes. Besides that, it has been absolutely safe. I have enjoyed myself. And because of these experiences with the men here and also the experience I had in Sicily, I am now just aware that there is a certain idea about how Black women are perceived in different countries. And so we'll see how things go when I start traveling elsewhere and see how the men are and how they approach and how they speak to women. Uh, we'll see how that is. But I don't feel unsafe at all. Hi, Viv. Thank you for being here. And Viv is actually who I spoke to about my situation earlier. And she said, maybe you want to probably look at somewhere, like maybe this isn't a place for you, but I don't know just yet. I don't feel that I am at a threat. I'll say that. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, and I appreciate you. That's why I just want to implore it. I want to keep it real with anyone that wants to travel. You want to go abroad. There is a certain image that is put out about us as far as Black women, and also things just around. Like I said, the old man who showed that video to me, it wasn't. It was a Black woman on the screen. So I don't know if this is a fetish, if this is just something that's going on because I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just an assumption, and it's an unfortunate assumption, and it's an unfortunate reality. But I still don't think that should deter people from wanting to travel or explore, or even if you wanted to come to Albania. Am I recommending anyone to come here? I am not recommending and I'm not recommending anybody go anywhere. I'm telling you to find what you feel is best for yourself and what you desire for yourself. Albania is the stepping stone for me, but it would not be the landing place. I mean, it won't be the forever space. It won't be a place I want to get a home. Okay. It just won't do it. That's just not gonna happen. I cannot I just refuse. But yeah, so I have felt safe. I rented a car by myself the other day. I was really surprised. I was nervous about driving in Albania to another city, and I rented a car. It was $35. I didn't have to have a deposit put down, and I didn't have to have all these extra things. I just paid in cash, and I took the car. I made a 2-hour drive and did what I had to do, and came back. And that was really pleasant because now I know I can just rent a car to drive to Greece, and Greece is about a 2.5 hour drive from where I am right now, which is dope. I'm excited about that. And if you guys have been following me, you know how much I want to go to Greece and that Greece is my spot. That's a childhood thing for me. That is something I've been craving and wanted to do and explore, and I can't wait to go. So I'm excited about that. So I feel that I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm getting acclimated. I feel like I'm getting in the spirit of Europe, and I'm enjoying it with everything that's going on. There are protests happening in Albania. There is a protest happening, I think, in Ireland and in the UK, and I still don't feel fearful. I just don't. And I'm really grateful. I just feel really safe. I really feel really calm within my own body. And Zeke is good. My dog is good. And yeah, it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment, but everything has been working out, even if I don't have the exact plan for it. So I don't know. I'm grateful, y'all. I'm grateful. And I would say to anyone that wants to travel or who desires to just explore more. Oh, Viv said something. Let me see what Viv is saying. Funny, I feel the same since this half of the day is the practice of meditation and seeing it as learning. Absolutely, Viv. Absolutely. I think, and I was talking to my friend Stephanie about this earlier, that, and I think me and Viv, we may have had a similar conversation that I don't know. I'm in the process of truly learning what surrendering is. And surrendering is like not knowing how this stuff is going to work out, but you kind of release it, and releasing is harder done than said, right? It's easy for me to say it, but it's really hard for me to practice it, especially if I've always been somebody that's been really controlling or very much wanting things to work out the way I wanted to. I got to surrender. This is the whole thing with traveling and living abroad, is that nothing is really going to work out the way you think it's supposed to. And this is when you learn about yourself more. And this is when you kind of uh, are able to see how you handle things when you're pushed and pulled and tested. And so I could say being accosted and all those different things could be really like traumatizing, which it kind of is, but it's not going to shake me and say, oh my God, I made the worst mistake of my life coming here. No, I've been treated worse and I know how to take care of myself. And so I'm okay. And even I don't have a permanent place to stay right now. And I'm coming up to the end of my time here at this place. And because it's the summer season, everything is more expensive. And I was confused. I was contemplating, what am I going to do? How's this going to work out? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do about my dog? And my spirit was just like, just relax. Just don't rush it. Just be open. Speak what you want. Speak what you desire. Write what you desire, what you're willing to pay, and just be open. And then a few days ago, one of my friends said, hey, I got a notice from a woman who her studio is open, her apartment is open, and she wanted me to have it. I got my place now. I'm going to send her over to you. And so I get to go see this place tomorrow, and it's within my budget. And so we shall see. If that's for me, then I'm going to move forward in faith with it. But that's the process of surrender. Like I don't have control over these things, but things keep they work out. They find a way to work themselves out anyway. And that's what I'm really, really grateful for and thankful for it. And I don't know. I think I obsess so much living in America because you got to worry about, you just got to, it's too much stress. And here, I just, there's just no reason to cause me more pain. I just, I don't need the extra stress. I need to just trust that it's going to work itself out. And it has been working itself out. And I'm definitely, Stephanie, Samantha, Viv, that's cool. I'm just, I'm in awe of how things work, of how things have been going. And I don't think I really have complaints. Well, the complaint is the men, but other than that, I have no complaints. Other than that, I have no complaints. I've just been really amazed and in awe. And nothing is also when excuse me, I also want to say that I don't have everything figured out financially. I don't have everything figured out as far as how things going to all pan out. And that's something I'm still learning. I just signed up for trusted house sitters, and I found some places that will allow me to take Zeke. And I learned about trusted house sitters from Stephanie Perry, and I was thinking about going there and doing that, and I never decided to do it. And then I went ahead and joined. And so now be open to whatever. And you may not even have to really come out your pocket as much, and you could travel to more places with your dog. Okay. You said you feel like she might be in your life. She might have been. She might have been. See, I love that it kind of crosses over. That's cool. So yeah, so I signed up for trusted house sitters. I'm still teaching or tutoring, but that's not as steady. And I have some things that I'm going to be announcing soon, and I'm kind of trusting what I do not understand and trusting my intuition. That is what I am doing. Yes, I am planning. Where are you planning to go? Are you going somewhere, Samantha? Where are you going? What is your desire? Where are you planning to go? I'm not telling nobody not to come to Albania, but I'm just telling y'all to have certain lower expectations. Albania is an underdeveloped country, and it is but if you are on a budget, which I am on a budget, it works for me. I feel safe. My nervous system is wonderful. I'm eating really good food that I'm cooking, and my dog is good. My dog loves it here. So we are doing A-okay. And it's really affordable going to other places. I booked a ticket, a flight for like 60, 70 euros to Italy. Amazing. You can't do that. You can't even book a $70 flight anymore from Dallas to Florida. So, goodness gracious. Exploring options, not 100% as of yet. Well, I will say if you're looking into Europe, I would say you should think about it. Europe is beautiful. It's been amazing. But I implore you to go everywhere. Yep, you have to have boots on the ground to really know any country. Exactly, Viv. You really need to go there. You really need to experience it there. I still want to go to Southeast Asia. I would like to go to Africa. I do want to go to Mexico. I've been to Mexico, but I would like to stay there longer. But I always just felt I have to be in Europe. There's always been something pulling me to Europe. I do not know why. And I don't regret it. There's just something about being in this slow living to me. Though everything is slow pace. Everybody's walking. There is not a rush. Everything slows down. You have to be present. And it forces you to like get to like almost try to release the distractions and find out, what's going on with you. Oh, look, I have a new member. Thank you. Welcome. 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 Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the member group. Okay. Grateful, grateful, grateful. And to those who are members and they're here or they'll see this later, thank you for being here. Thank you guys. And I sent a post, just a side note. The members community, they get access to videos that don't come out. Well, the videos are recorded for every Tuesday. They get early access to those. I will also have videos just for them. And then we do what we call the Courage Lounge, which is we have our own private discussions of things I don't talk about here and things and tools and resources that I used to navigate on this journey. And I had put a post out to the members community, and I don't know if anybody voted yet because I was asking if y'all prefer Zoom meetings so we can do group meetings, or if y'all want me to just continue to do lives. So if y'all are in here, it'll be great if you can vote and tell me, or if you see this later, let me know in the comments and I'll come back and look at it. Because yes. What about Ecuador? Just saw a Swiss woman paying $100 for one bedroom. We're in Ecuador. See, my thing with Ecuador, I don't necessarily get safe vibes from there, but that's amazing. It's amazing. I have never been drawn to Ecuador. The only other place is that in South America? Because the only place that I would want to go to is Colombia. I don't know why. And I think Stephanie's in Colombia. I would love to go to Colombia. That's where I want to be. That's why I desire. I don't know why. There's certain places I don't know why I want to be there, but I just want to be there. Ashe, Ashe, I see you. Have you could absolutely not. As I was saying earlier to everyone, I do not plan to make this yay. So yes, that's my plan then. That's what we're gonna do. Thank you. I do not plan to make this a long-term residency. I do not want to be here past the 1 year for the 1 year that we get. I don't have a plan just yet of what that looks like. I mean, I have 6 more months in this year, and my 1 year isn't up until March 31st of next year, but I don't want to be here long term. And it's not because it's not safe. The whole point of this video is for me to say I feel absolutely safe here. I am healing here. And I actually have a video coming out on Tuesday, me discussing how much I have been healing being in Europe. But I have been healing, and I have not even forced the healing. It's just happening naturally. And it's the environment, it's the energy, it's the people. But Albania itself, for me, there are some detractors. And the detractors aren't huge, but number one are the men. And I've discussed it earlier, but the men are huge. That's a huge detractor. And keep in mind, I said, I feel absolutely safe here. I feel safe here. I do not feel like my life is threatened, but the men are still a huge detractor. They are absolutely atrocious. And So, but they are a huge detractor for me. But my experience is just mine, and it's not for everybody else, because I have other Black friends here, and Viv is in this chat, and they have not experienced what I've experienced. So it just won't be the same for everyone. Ashe, I love that you're healing and you lost all the weight. I have been actually losing a little bit of weight. My waist beads have gotten a little bit more loose, which I'm so happy about, because as somebody who had ED last year, who has been struggling with ED for like 10 years, who's been struggling with body dysmorphia, I have not been obsessed about food. And I could have decided to get Ozempic, because Ozempic is less than $100 here a month, a prescription. I could have got Ozempic, but I have not done that because I just feel it's not necessary. I'm walking so much, and I don't, the food voice is kind of going down, and it's not necessary. It's for me right now. It isn't. I just think I can do this naturally, and it feels good to get out naturally and to be part of nature and to exercise and to walk and to feed my body good foods. It feels really good, and not to obsess over trying to be a certain weight or size. I have been so obsessed about those things, and now I'm pretty dope. I look good. I feel good in my body, and I have made something way bigger than it needs to be. So kudos to us. Kalu, Colombia has a vibrant Afro culture, medical resources in abundance. Okay. Now I can't even say that city's name. Ecuador also has a supportive community, quality living. Viv, do you see this? Okay, so Ecuador does have a good space. Okay, okay. I need to check out Calcu, Colombia, because I love that it has an Afro culture. I need to check that out. And medical resources. I need to research about that. Absolutely. That is on my list. Okay. So now that you said this, I am going to really pay attention to this and do some research. Calcu, never heard of it. Nice to know. A friend went to Colombia and came back. QK. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna read. It came back excited and raving about the country. See, I have to go to Q Inca. Q Inca. Q Inca? Q Inca? Okay. Q Inca. Thank you. Thank you, Viv. Q Inca, Ecuador. Okay. Thank you. I was like, that's not Colombia. That's not what she said, but now I realize. Okay. I think I've heard nothing but good things about Colombia. And I think 2, 3 years ago, I woke up one day and said, I want to go to Colombia. I don't even know why, but I was like, I want to go. And now Stephanie's in Colombia. I think she's getting residency or she has like long-term, she has like a visa there. The reason I even came to Lisbon was because of Stephanie Perry. She said she wanted to retire there one day. And I was like, what's so good about Lisbon? And then I joined the Facebook groups with the Black community, the Black Americans that are in Portugal or in Lisbon. And I thought, let's go. I'm going to meet my people. I did not meet my tribe. Well, I met people part of my soul tribe in Lisbon, but they weren't Black, which is the trip part. I see you thriving more in Colombia, but can you elaborate on the issue with the men in Albania? The okay, yes, and I could thrive in Colombia. I think I would do good. I have probably maybe the aesthetic. Okay, thank you. And I said this earlier about my situation. So I made a video about this last month that the men here have been absolutely just atrocious. And this is just my experience because they have been catcalling. There's a language barrier, so they don't know how to speak and approach. But come to find out, I've spoken to Albanian women and they said the men here are absolute atrocious as well. So a lot of the men are, there's a multitude of reasons why they are moving the way they're moving. When I made my last video, I did it because when I first got here in Pogradec, almost 2 months ago, I was followed by a man, and he wanted he wanted me to have sex with him, and that's what he said. He asked for sex, and so he followed me. I act like I didn't know where I was because I was fearful at that time and I was uncomfortable, but he was just a creep. After that happened, I made a video. I was very upset about it. I hadn't had any other experience at all since that happened. That was almost 2 months ago. Yesterday, I went to a bench and I was at the park and I was just observing because it's summertime here and I'm observing the kids being outside. I'm observing everyone at the sea. And an old man, old enough to be my grandfather, he sat on a bench next to me. And he was talking and speaking in his language. I had no idea what he was saying. And then he pulled out his phone. He started playing on his phone or doing something. And then he started like trying to point to his phone. And I thought, oh, maybe he needs some help. Maybe he's asking for help on his phone. So he shows me what he's looking at on his phone. And there's a video of she looks like she's a Black woman. She's not Caucasian, but she's completely bent over. She's naked. Her big booty is out, and she's naked, right? And he showed this to me, like tapping at it. So I just roll my eyes and get up and walk away. And that triggered me because I think he made the assumption because I'm a Black woman that I am a sex worker. This morning when I went and walked with my dog, this man followed me As I told him I was not interested because he kept saying he liked me. He followed me back to where I was staying with in my Airbnb, but he didn't do anything. I didn't feel fearful. I want to clarify this. I did not feel fearful during either of these times. They're just creeps. I felt disrespected. They're creeps. So yeah, that's what happened. I got followed, and then the same guy that followed me this morning, I saw him again later in the day. This place is so small that you keep running into the same people. I saw him again later in the day, and he's like, "Baby, please, please." He don't speak no English, but he like, "Baby, please, please, baby, I like you, baby, baby, please, baby, 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 please, please, baby, I like you, I like you, I like you. What's up? I like you. What's up? I like you." That's what it is. And you like, no, no, and I like you. I like it. I need to learn how to cuss them out in Albania. So they catcall a lot. They have been saying certain things. I think someone else. There's a couple more guys that were trying to talk to me today, but it wasn't like the other guys. So I do believe that there is a perceived like or thought process that maybe Black women are more promiscuous, but then I also don't know if that's the case because there are other Black women who have not experienced this here, okay? And even white women, they have not experienced what I have experienced with these men. So, and the men are so lame. They're lame. They're lame. They have no game. They're lame. Like, there's just and there was another instance. A man was married, and that's another thing. A lot of them are married. You got to ask if they're married. And a man came up to me, and he had his whole wedding ring on his finger, and talking to me. And I said, "What is your?" I, I said, "Sir, you're married. You're married." He said, "No, I'm not married. No. This is jewelry. Yes, it's jewelry. You're on your wedding ring, on your wedding finger." He's like, "No, I'm not married. No." And because this place is so small, I keep seeing the same people. So I saw this man like 2 or 3 more times. And every time I see him, he's like, "Baby, baby, please, baby, 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 come on, baby, 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 let's be my friend, baby, baby, baby." That's all I do. Baby, baby, baby this, baby that. I think the 4th time that I saw him, he was with his wife. So that time he acted like he didn't know who I was. But all the other times he just baby, 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 baby. So that they're just lame. They're just lame. They're very lame. That's all. And they say, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" And I made the mistake when I first got to Albania. I would give out my number, my WhatsApp, because I was so afraid of not giving out the number because I'm used to, like, if I reject a dude back in America, they be tripping and they'll call while I'm right in front of them to make sure it's my number. So I gave them the WhatsApp, but you don't give them your number out here. They would blow up my phone. They would like call instantly. They'll send me 30, 40 messages like, "Baby, baby, 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 I like you. Oh, you so hot, baby, 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 I like you." And that's all they say. Like when they want to approach me, "I like you." How you know you like me? I ain't say shit to you. All you did was see me and you said, "I like you. I like you. I like you." They're so annoying. I don't like them. The men in Albania cat call and approach you like you're a prostitute. This man followed me at the beach and asked me if I was from Nigeria, and he said he liked me. That's what I'm saying. They just say, "I like you. I like you." You don't know me. Like, like get away from me. Like, maybe this, okay, Belinda, if you're experiencing, maybe this is a thing. Maybe, but I also think the women in Albania have said the men are like they're like losers. Well, it's annoying. It's annoying. We talked about it. It doesn't happen to white women in Italy. It does a bit, but Albanians, Black women, we are new. But as I was stating to, and I don't know if everyone saw this, I went to Sicily last week. And when I went to Sicily, I went to a bar in Catania, and we danced at the bar. Well, I danced at the bar. And when I danced at the bar, because I'm the only Black girl at the bar, all of the Sicilians came over and started dancing with me. And then the men came over too. And then there was like 2 men, and one man got really close to me and he told me to twerk. And I just ignored him. But he didn't even speak English, but he said twerk, twerk, twerk. And I just thought, and the thing is, I have nothing wrong with twerk. I don't think anything's wrong with expressing yourself sexually or being. I don't twerk. Like, I have no problem with that. But it's just the perception of how they see a black woman and they say those things, right? You automatically assume that about me. Like, bro, you. But then it's. Am I thinking about moving to Colombia? We were just talking about Colombia. I am gonna put this on my list because I forgot Colombia is one of my bucket list places I want to be at. I don't know why. And I'm gonna research because I'm not in a rush, but I do need to start thinking about what's gonna happen after this year is up because I want to leave. Thank you for explaining the men's situation. I see what you mean. Yes, that would make me not want to be a long term. There's and I and that's what I want. I want to just preference this that it may not be the same for everyone because there's other Black women here who have not experienced that. But the men here are just they're lame. But I also know you can go somewhere else and you might get a similar experience. But they have no game here. And also, I was told that the women, if you're not covered from head to toe, because this is a Muslim country, if you're not covered from head to toe, they think you probably are open. And the Albanian women here are exposed, like they come outside with their short shorts, with their stomach out, their belly button piercings, their spaghetti strap. They are very much being open with themselves as well. They wear a lot of makeup. They have shapes, they got hips and everything. So it's not about they're not used to seeing that. They are, but I think because I'm a Black woman and maybe they think, oh, she's exotic, or I don't know what the heck they think, but I'm the wrong one. And I just think twerk on command is a turn off. It's absolutely a turn off. That's what I'm saying. You don't know where you could go. It's just the perception, and that reminds me. Oh yes, you are Black in Europe. You're a Black woman in Europe, and so these situations that's a reminder. You're a Black woman in Europe. That is all that there is. But I still want to just reiterate that I still feel safe here through all of that. They're just weird. They're just weird. They have no game. And and they think that they really do have game. Like they think that they're cool and they're not. And so it's 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 a it's funny until you start seeing like, dang, even old people, grandpa too, like they all weird. But there are some good ones. The guy who I'm renting this place from, he's very nice. There's a guy who owns a restaurant. He's so nice. I spoke with him earlier, but that's just two men out of the hundreds and hundreds of men that be walking these streets every day. It's not young men doing it either. No, it's not the young men. It's the older men, which is so weird. It's so weird. And the young guys will try to talk to me as well because they believe I'm younger than what I am. So anyway, that's epidemic. But other than that, I feel safe here. I plan to go visit the UK next week, and I'm excited about that. I plan to visit Greece soon. I now know how to rent a car, and I now feel safe driving a car. So I will be driving myself to Greece. Really excited about that. And I'm going to decide what I'm going to do after the next 6 months because I don't think I'll be in Europe. I don't think I'm going to be in Southeast Asia unless I send my dog back home. But I might look into Colombia. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that at all. I think the young ones may have the same desire, but they know, oh my God, don't the younger ones, they have a little bit more decorum. At least they know how to engage in conversation. That's instead of saying, I like you. What's up? Like, I'm not gonna give you my WhatsApp so you can blow my phone the F up. Like, what is wrong with you? Go talk to your whatever dating app y'all got over here. Y'all go do that over there. I'm not the one. I don't want to do that. Wow, that sounds exciting. I'm excited. I am. I'm grateful. Are you near the protests that have been happening over there? Albanians don't play about foreign powers trying to take their land. So there was I'm not near the main protest. The main protest is in their capital in Tirana, which is about 2.5 hours from here. But there was a protest here in Pogadek a few days ago. There have been protests in different parts now. I'm really proud of the Albanian people. They are very much solid in what they want for their land. They do not want oligarchs, and they do not want. They're angry at their own prime minister, and good for them for using their free speech and their rights to protest. So I applaud them. I don't know if it's going to be successful, but I applaud them absolutely for doing that. And I actually, if I had known that they were protesting here in Pogadek, I did not know, I would have protested with them, because I'm all for being an activist, and they have the right to do that. So I hope they keep it up, and I hope maybe it'll do something. Maybe they'll delay it even longer, because it's not even just about the taking the land. It's really about the animals that are there. They are very they'll go extinct, and that's their homeland. And so it's just very, very important. And I can't stand people in power trying to navigate. That's why I do think Albania will be a hotspot soon, because people are going to start coming here and buying things and building things and trying to build up over here. And then it's going to make the cost of living go up for the natives. And that's just not fair. But at least they get more job opportunities, but it's still not fair. Okay. You are close to Southeast Asia from Europe. It makes sense to go that direction first. I am close to Southeast Asia, but I want to go to Vietnam. And from my research, apparently in Vietnam, they eat dog meat. And there's a problem. I don't know if this has changed, but there's a problem with them like stealing dogs. So if I go to Vietnam or anywhere in Southeast Asia, I am sending my dog back home. I'm sending my dog back home. So it's just, that's what's gonna happen. But if I list my top 3 places that I want to stay in, like I absolutely want to stay in. Top 3, maybe it's top 4. Vietnam, Da Nang, Vietnam. I do want to stay in Vietnam. I do also want to stay in Lisbon at one point, but I don't think permanently. I do want to stay in Colombia at one point. I don't know if I want to do that permanently. I do want to stay in Colombia. And I would like to stay in Chiang Mai, well, actually maybe 5, Chiang Mai, Thailand, because I am very, very interested in Buddhism. Not that I want to be a Buddhist, but I'm interested in the culture. And I would like to go to a temple and study. And I'm just interested and intrigued. But I'm not going to become a Buddhist. But I can take something from that for myself, for meditation wise. And then I also think maybe Africa, because when I did my DNA, I have a large portion of Nigeria and Ghana. So I would love to go to Africa to be around my people, Igbo. I would love that. Yes, and that's why I don't need to bring Zeke. That's a no-no. We won't be bringing my dog anywhere near there. So far, it feels safe. Huge ones are in Toronto, she said, but smaller cities too. Yes, it's safe. It's very safe here. Yep, the locals are already complaining about expats raising the cost of living. It will be another Portugal soon. Yes, now I think it may take a little bit longer to get to Portugal's level, because Portugal has things set up where they have meetups, they have events, and like big, like every day is always something going on. Every day there's always something happening, and things for people to do. Like I think you can do that in Toronto, but I think you'll have to build up more of a community space where there's like poetry or art or dance. Things just to get more people involved. And I think they'll be at Portugal's level soon, but it's going to happen because they're trying so much. Instead of singing Dog Home. So you were late. So I have joined Trusted House Sitters, and I thought about I did join it, and I have been on there because I have been debating about just taking Zeke with me and doing this, because there are a lot of places on Trusted House Sitters that will allow me to bring my dog, which is great. But a lot of those places right now is mainly in the UK. So I might be going to the UK. I had a friend, and I'm going to the UK next week, but I'm only going for 1 week. I'm going because I'm going to see Harry Styles. I have to keep saying this because I'm freaking excited. I'm excited. I have been a fan of his for a long time. And so I spent $80 on a ticket in a nosebleed in the stadium. And I'm so excited to go and be all the way at the top. I think I'm second row from the very top of 80,000 capacity stadium. But I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have the time of my life when I around all those kids. But so I'm going for a week and I'm staying with a friend. And she initially said I could probably stay with her, but I don't know if think that's gonna work out. So I'm trying to figure out my next step and what's gonna happen from here. So I may do trusted house sitters in the UK because that's like the most populated place for it. And if I decide to go either to Colombia or to Southeast Asia, if there's protection for my dog, I do major research. Then I may bring Zeke. But if not, I'm going to sweet talk my dad and see if he will pay to bring my dog back. Even though today's Father's Day, but I'm gonna sweet talk my dad. I'm thinking about Cap. Ooh, that's good. Cape Verde. Have you thought about Panama? Because normally that's where I see a lot of Black people are going. Panama. I'm the grammar police today. Chiang Mai. Okay, Viv. Chiang Mai. Did I say Chiang Mai or did I say Chiang Mai? Where are you in Albania? I have not heard that. Okay, you were talking to her. I'm late with the comments, y'all. I can't figure out how to navigate my computer. As my okay, maybe that was the last comment because it said it's noon, but I don't think it. uh, oh, it's okay that you didn't see all of it. And Mike said, no, I have not. That's the thing. I still feel safe, even though I have been harassed. This is not at the same level that I received back in Texas. So that should let you know something. Okay. The only thing is because I'm out so much and I'm having to walk. It happens more. It seems like. But I have been treated worse in Dallas, Texas. So no, that doesn't make me want to leave. And I actually don't want to put that in the atmosphere because I don't want to be treated worse. But it hasn't been to the point where I'm like, I got to get up out of here. So no, I'm still going to be here. No, that's how to say it right, the way I just sent you. Okay, that I know. But I was like, did I say it wrong? Ladies 21 watching, so let's get that many thumbs. Yes, thank you, Viv. Yes, those who are watching, please hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. That helps you, girl. Okay, thank you. But yes, so also to those who are part of the community, once again, thank you for being part of the community. I appreciate you. And we have a new member, which I'm so excited about. But if I had asked, because they're exclusive, and the member community, they may see this later, which is fine. But if you do see this later, or if you're here now, I put up a post to ask if you would like to have Zoom meetings, or if you would like for me to just continue to do live calls, live videos with you guys, live chats. So if you prefer Zoom or you prefer just me to just do live like I'm doing now, please let me know. This is for members. So if you guys see that, let me know. Even if you see this later in the comments, that way I can see it and I will put that as a tally mark. And I appreciate you. But I'm not afraid of the men here, and I'm not willing to leave Albania. I have a video coming out on Tuesday talking about how much I've been healing in Europe. And Albania has been part of that. Albania has done a lot for my nervous system. It has done a lot for my mental health, my spiritual well-being. It has done a lot for just me feeling really good in my body. And so it has its perks, but as a long-term place, no. And I never thought when I came here it was going to be long term. I just really was saying what can get me what can get me in Europe where I can travel to other places and that is safe, that is affordable and within my budget. And this was one of the places. And so this is what I chose. I do not regret that choice. And I was already told about the men before I got here. Now, when you get here, it's just a different experience. And then men are just weird and creepy. Some of them are creepy, and some of them are just lame. So, and the thing is, because it's just a small town where I'm at, a small city, I see some of these same people over and over, unfortunately. So, but it's okay. That's okay. I don't feel uncomfortable, and I don't feel like I made a mistake. And I also don't feel like it's something that I did. I am a feminine woman. I exude femininity, and I'm not going to change who I am. Now, if I were somewhere, maybe it was like Saudi Arabia or maybe somewhere where you had to be covered from head to toe, obviously that's different, but I'm not going to change who I am. No, I'm just not. And the women here are very much showing themselves. So, but it's been fun. And I will say, if you come to Europe, I don't know if there's any other country or continent that's set up in the way that Europe is, where it's so affordable. Yay! Thank you guys. It's so affordable to travel within the different places in Europe. Like as I said earlier, I booked a 70 euro round trip to Italy. I would have not been paid that for Dallas to Florida. I booked for my trip to the UK for round trip. I think I paid 80 euro. And then I can drive to Greece. Greece is about 2.5 hours away, so I don't have to take a flight. Getting a rental car is very affordable. I don't have to put down a deposit. I don't have to give them a credit card. I just have to give them $35 in cash. Gave them the money in cash, signed a paper, and was on my way. I didn't have to have insurance. I didn't have none of it. And it is what it is. Getting medicine has been really easy for me. Just walking to the pharmacy. I take high blood pressure medication, so I just go in there and say, hey, and show them my high blood pressure. I paid $1 for 30 tablets. I'll go back and get probably the next time I'll probably get like 3 packages and pay like $3 or $4 for 90 tablets. That's absolutely amazing. Versus I was paying $40 or $50 without insurance for a 90-day subscription, 90-day prescription of my birth control. Not birth control. Pause. Not birth control. I rebuke that because I am not doing anything. My blood pressure medication. Your earrings. Thank you. I got these in Poker Deck. I got these in Albania. These were about maybe like $10, $12. They're sterling silver, sterling gold. She said maybe they are. I don't know, but thank you. It was cute. So proud of you for taking all this on, and your number of subscribers is steadily growing. I am so grateful and thankful. And you have been here from almost like the very beginning, I remember. And I am grateful. Thank you. It's amazing to see the progression. And I'm very shocked, and I'm kind of surprised I'm doing the damn thing. Like, I'm proud of myself. And thank you for being here. Healing is key. Proud of you. Thank you. Healing is key. That's everything. And I also want to say this, that like, to me, I used to be really into healing and shadow work, and I'd be obsessive about it. Like, I would do all these journals, and I still do journals, but I would read all these self-help books, and I want to do therapy, and I would do so much. And then I felt like I had to do more and more and more and more. When I think the real healing comes from just experiencing and doing and stepping out and doing the uncomfortable thing or choosing something different than you normally would have done. By the fact that I decided finally is to stop talking and actually make movement, actually sell my house, actually quit my job, that was healing for me. Coming here, deciding to actually travel, getting out my own 4 walls of comfortability, that's healing. I didn't look for a book for that. I didn't go to a therapy session for that. This is something that's just happening naturally because I'm choosing this. And yeah, that can be healing as well. The fast food is expensive, like KFC and Burger King, and not in abundance, so it's easy to avoid. Plus, eating a Mediterranean diet is light and satisfying. I don't have not tried the fast food here. I don't like the food here. I have not tried KFC, but I do agree that it's easy to avoid. I have been making my own foods. I'm obsessed right now with making a bean salad and sardines. Sardines is highly affordable. My face was breaking out so badly when I first got here, before I even got here. It's clearing up now. I'm eating sardines with my bean salad. I may start showing you guys what I'm eating because I'm obsessed with bean salads right now, and it's really affordable. Uh, but I don't want to really eat out anymore. I don't, and it's not because the food is not good. But have y'all seen the people that's the Europeans are in America and they're tripping out about our food, and they're like, "Oh, it's so good here," because the food, I feel like the food in Europe is they believe less is more, and it's not more; it's just less, and so there's there's like a disconnect. But then I also think in America we may be doing too much, and we don't be knowing we put in our food. Versus here, they're very fresh. It's less. It's a lot less. So I've been making my own food. That is the most affordable. The veggies are fresh. The fruit is fresh. Um, this bean salad has been hitting, and I eat it with some crackers. You can't tell me. Like I've been chowing down. Do you know how to drive a manual? They are common in Europe. Is manual? I'm not driving a stick. It's just the you the now I don't know what the gears mean. The gear shift things. I believe I do because that's what I was. I'm assuming that's what I drove with the rental car yesterday that I had. Or was it yesterday? On Friday, I drove to the main city here in Albania, and so I believe that's where I drove. I was so worried it was going to be a stick shift, but it was not. So I was good. And plus the steering wheel is on the left side, like in America. Apparently, only in the UK and maybe Australia, it's on the right side, which I'm so grateful for because that's what I was nervous about. That so yeah, it is not a bad price when you think about $1. Well, that's not about price for me paying for with no insurance. But the fact that when I had insurance, I still had to pay about $12 for a 90-day prescription of high blood pressure medication, which my insurance I had was absolute trash. I had like a $3,000-$4,000 deductible. We only had two options: $4,000 and $3,000 deductible. You have to pay everything out of pocket until you meet your deductible, even your medications. So I wasn't, and I'm not the type. I don't have any other real health issues, so I was having to pay out of pocket for everything. They don't cover. It didn't cover. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about this, but I think my medical insurance was trash, and I think we should have universal medical care. We should all be able to just go in the pharmacy saying we need this, and it should be affordable. Oh, please show. I will show my foods. Now, am I a chef? No, I am not a chef. I am I am definitely not, creme de la creme. But I will show you guys what I'm making. Everything is kind of veggies, and I'm just putting it together, and it's helping with my skin. Okay, it's helping with the skin. So I will show you guys what I'm making. I'll make a video maybe this tomorrow or something like that when I make my bean salad again. Automatic, that's what they call Belinda. Yes, it's an automatic. I don't know if that's the same thing as a manual because I don't know about the car parts. I just know how to get to use it. As long as it's not a stick shift, then I'm good. So but I actually think it's a trip to me how things could be so much accessible for you here versus in America. And I may do a video about that, just about what I've been seeing medical wise. And I think I told you guys, my friend, she had like a rising underneath her like you get a haircut rising underneath your elbow, and it she irritated, and it got really big. got really swollen and really red to the point that she could not even pull her arm down. She went to the hospital. They did not get any of her information. They didn't take like ask her for insurance. They just legit took her to the back, got her a doctor that spoke English, and he did the work on it. And he told her to come back the next day. She didn't have to pay anything. Came back the next day, did the same thing, gave her a prescription for pain medicine and antihistamines, and she didn't pay anything. She didn't do anything. I had to take my dog to the vet, and he had an issue, and they looked at him, checked him, and they didn't charge me for anything. They said, "Okay, go ahead." I was just like, "What the heck?" But if I took my dog to the vet in Dallas, just for them to see what the issue was, going to be $112, $115, $120. Okay, so it's all a money game, a money grab in America. It's a jip. Sardines are actually, yes, they're very good for you. They have a lot of omegas. They are very much good for your skin. It's good for your brain health as well. And I was eating sardines before I came here because I actually started eating sardines when I went to Lisbon. Sardines is their thing in Lisbon. And I went there and I tried it for the first time and I was like, okay, I can do this. And I bought a whole bunch of canned tin fish from Lisbon. But coming back to America, the sardines tasted different. They weren't on the same level, but I was eating them before I came here. And then I got here and I refused to eat them because I was like, I don't know about this place. I don't know about eating sardines here. But now it's okay. We're on a budget. Sardines is about less than $1 or $1 and some change. We about to eat some sardines with all different types of bean salads and different type of salads summer bowl salads that I create this summer because I want to feel good. I want to nourish my body. Okay, so yeah. I love a scrambled egg bowl with sardines, lentils, and sheep feta. The sheep cheese is so good. I've never tried the sheep cheese. I'm afraid to, but since you brought it up, I may look into it. But the lentils, I love lentils. I love the lentils. Look, I will geek out about some veggies, okay? I will geek out about some veggies. When I went to Sicily, I was eating all the bad food. I did not like any of the food in Sicily. We were there for like 4 or 5 days, 5 days. I was eating all the bad food. I was having wine. I was having a good old time, but I did not like the food. I was like, oh God, this is overhyped. Oh, and Euro prices are so much higher. And I was like, oh God, no. But second to last day, I had a tuna salad, hard-boiled eggs, lettuce, grape tomatoes, and tuna. And it was the best meal I had there over pasta, over cannolis, over I had so much food. It was fried and I did not like any of it. I did not like none of that food. But that tuna salad was hitting. I was like, oh yeah, we about to get on this tuna and sardine kick. How is the race relationship there? Do you feel discrimination? This is a great question. Do I feel discrimination? No. I get a lot of stares. More so here in Poker Deck because this is a smaller town. I get a lot of stares here. The people are really kind, and there's a lot of older women. The older women, I thought that they didn't like me or that they were kind of like, oh, but that's how they look here. They have like a resting bitch face. But they're really, really kind. The kids are really kind. They'll come up to you, especially the girls. They'll come up to you and talk to you and ask you where you're from. They're really curious. Or I'll be walking somewhere and there'll be a teenage girl or a young woman and she'll be like, hi, hello. Like she'll start talking to me. Like, so I have not experienced discrimination. I will say when I got my rental car, I had no issues with getting a rental car. When I was in Toronto, we were heading back here to Poker Deck. I had Atara with me. We were heading back to Poker Deck and we were on the highway and I got an empty gas tank or something. The gas signal went off. So I had to find a gas place. And so I went to the gas place and I was hoping they had, because a lot of places here do not take cards. They only take cash, but I didn't have any cash. So I was hoping they had an ATM. They didn't, but he said he had a card system. So I was having him fill up the tank and I had him use my card, and it didn't go through. I was like, that don't make sense. And I kept asking him to use the card, it didn't go through. And then Atara tried to use her card, and it didn't go through. And so they don't speak English. I don't know what they're saying. One of the guys is like pointing that it's their machine, and the other guy's like, hey, we're gonna go. He's like, follow me. We're going, I guess, to another place that has an ATM. So we go, I follow him to go to another place. I get out the car, there's a policeman there, and the man is telling him something about the police. Like he's talking to the police. The police start making these gestures to me, and I didn't like it. And it wasn't I think he was trying to be joking, but I didn't take it that way. So I go to the ATM, and I didn't want to get out the money that I was trying to get out the ATM. And so I was getting frustrated. And so I think the man assumed that I didn't have any money, right? I do have the money. Okay, let me calm down. I got the money out the ATM, and he owes me 300 from the money I get out, 300 lek, which is like $4. He owes me like $4. I tell him he owes me money. He's like, no, this is you. All of the money that I got out is supposed to be his. I said, no, you owe me $4. And he's like, no. And he was trying to like point at the police or whatever. But he had told me to take a picture of the price before we left the pump. So I showed him the picture of the pump of the price. I said, this is the price. You owe me $4. So he went and got the money, the change. And then he went back and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, and he started talking to the police, and the police was like, ha ha ha. So if anything, that's the only time I felt kind of off, because I didn't want to assume it's because I'm black that he was probably feeling like I wasn't gonna pay, even though it was your system. And then you also trying to scam me in the same part. You trying to scam me for $4, but you forgot that you told me to take a picture of the gas pump of the price. So, and then you try to involve the police, and the police try to get smart. Yeah. So that was the only circumstance I've had. But besides that, I have not had any issue. I haven't had people. Belinda says she's had people following her around. I have not had that. I haven't had anyone follow me around. I will say, when I went to Italy and I was in Syracuse, we went to a store. Every store we would go into, I was very perceptive. Like if I say hello, they say hello, ciao, whatever. If they start following me, I would engage with them, because I'm like, why are you following me? Like I'm just trying to understand. But other times, like if once I start talking to them or I start asking questions, they back off. And I wonder, there was one time I went and got a dress. Actually, when I went and got a dress, the lady that was working there, she introduced herself, and then she just went off. And I told her I wanted to try on the dress, and she said, okay. And that's all right. But I really hadn't been really followed. If they do that, so I'm going to engage with them. But the police thing was a trip to me, because that pissed me off. Because I was like, I don't understand what y'all saying, and you trying to scam me, and you also trying to get the police involved, and it's about 4 of them, and I don't know what they saying. And as a black woman, I don't like police, so I don't even I don't know what this is. You trying to make it seem? Are you trying to make it seem like I'm trying to run off? I'm not trying to pay you. That's just not what that is. And no, at all. And yeah, but that was just the one instance. But other than that, I had not felt. I had not felt. Yeah, we should be honest. I personally have not felt people coming at me in any type of way, or that's just that one thing. And as a black person, when you're involved in the police, I immediately don't feel good. And the police out here, they're not really out here. The only time I see them out here is when they're trying to direct traffic. They're not really. I think the other day I saw them trying to give somebody a ticket, but I don't really see them. So if you're getting them involved in something, that makes me feel unwell. That's just automatic instinct, and I don't know what's going on, so that makes me uncomfortable. Like, you gonna get your little $30, sir? Yes, yeah. You got to make sure you now. I'm learning about what's the changes, and the women here are so nice. Like when I went to the store the other day, the woman I was trying to give her uh cash, and she's like, no, show me your coins. And I showed her my coins. She said, I can break it down by coins. She's like, don't break that, let's use your coins. And she she figured it out. And so she was so nice, and she's like, use your coins, use your coins. And she didn't even speak that much English, but she was just so kind. I like the women. I do. I always, I don't care, I just like women are just so great. How is public transportation there? Great. So I've been taking buses. I learned the bus route from Atara. She lives across the way from me. We've taken the bus. We took the bus to a town about 45 minutes from here called Corcha. That was about $3 for a 45-minute bus ride. We took a bus to get to the airport to Tirana. That was about 700 lek, which is maybe like $8 because it's about a 2.5 hour bus ride. Um, the buses, though, if they're coming from smaller towns, they may not have air conditioning. They may not be the best, but I'm able to get around. I prefer the buses over the taxis. They do also, they don't have Uber here, but they have this app called Pataco, which is like a Uber app. You can get a rider, a driver or taxi. Um, Sometimes if you get a rider, a certain driver, they'll give you better deals than just using the app. So it is very affordable. They just have buses. I think the buses are great. When I was in Sicily, we took buses as well. We took the train, or we took the subway. We were trying to take a train, but they were protesting or on strike the day we were trying to take a train. So, and I've never done anything like this because I've been to other countries and I've never taken a bus. I've always Ubered, I've always taxied. But you save a lot more money by learning the transportation system, the public transportation system, and getting your butt on a bus and just figuring it out. Um, that's what they're there for. And yeah. Okay, we're gonna ignore you. We're gonna ignore you. You can't put the fear mongering here, okay? We're not doing that. We don't do fear mongering. But no, the public transportation system is great. Um I don't want to, I don't have any, I don't know. I think everybody has experienced this differently. There, I met a woman that is who's covered from head to toe. Like she has a hijab. I may be saying it incorrectly. She's in Tirana. She is a black woman or darker skin complexion. She's had a horrible time in Tirana. She's had a horrible time in Albania because she felt racially profiled against, especially when she got a place. But I have not felt those things. So if anything, if there was any pushback, it's because I have a dog. But I have not. If they know I'm American, they think, oh, you're gonna pay, and they honestly try to charge you more. They want to charge you more because they think you're American. So you coming from wealth, you come from all this money, so you gonna have what it takes, and you gonna pay. And I know that it's gonna be paid on time. So I necessarily have not experienced a lot of discrimination. And I go tomorrow. I go to look at an apartment here, and it's within the price I would like it to be. And if it goes well, I will commit to it for the next 6, 7 months, and which will be till January. Maybe I'll commit to February, but January or February. And that gives me time to figure out what my next plan is going to be as I navigate. But I feel safe here. The dogs, there is issue with stray dogs here, but the stray dogs are that is a major problem here. But I have not had any instance where I've been had issues with the dogs, and I have a dog. The dogs, when I tell them to go away, they go away. They're not aggressive. I have not met any aggressive dogs, but there could be in certain places. But where I am, no. And you get to see the same dogs over and over. So it's like you get used to them. They're out on the street sleeping, they're in the grass sleeping, they're in the sand near the lake. Like they're just here. And so they're on the streets, the sidewalk, sleeping. Albania is a country where they believe dogs should be outside. They do not really believe, even if it's a pet, the dog needs to be outside. They do not care about the dog be in the house. They don't want the dog in the house that's dirty, that's probably demonic. So, yeah. A lot of the dogs did disappear, and I don't know if they're putting them down. I will say in Poker Deck, a lot of the dogs that were here that we normally see are not around, and I've been seeing some new ones. And I was told that they may be grounding up the dogs and dropping them off in other cities, so that could be possible because I've been seeing new ones, and I don't know about it. Did you like Sicily? I did like Sicily. Sicily is a big city, and it has really small towns within it. We were in Catania. That's where the airport is. We were staying in Catania. We went to Syracuse, and we also went to Taormina. Taormina was absolutely gorgeous. It was absolutely amazing. Sicily did something for me, and I made a video about this last week. Sicily really, really put me in the element of like being present in the moment and enjoying myself and being like, girl, you look good. You look amazing. Dance, drink, be present in the moment, take pictures, just fully just immerse yourself in the culture. And the scenery was beautiful. Uh, the people, I will say customer service in Sicily is absolutely just not great. They don't care about customer service because they're not getting tips. They don't care about none of that. And I appreciate it. I mean, you just being real. They don't care about that type of things. But and the cost is much more higher. And it's higher than in America. But it just was so, I don't know, it's the culture, like going outside and you're walking around and they're singing, they're like belting out, Italian songs, and they're drinking and they're dancing. I love that culture, that community. I love that vibe. Um, I love that. That's probably another reason why I really like Lisbon, because Lisbon stayed out until people were out. People didn't start coming outside to 9 o'clock at night, and they would stay out to 1, 2 in the morning, and they'll be just at bars or restaurants, sitting out, drinking, talking, not on their phones. They're just so present, and it's so safe. Like you just be out, just out for hours, walking different places. And when we were in Sicily, we would just walk at night, and it was cool. It was cool. I enjoyed it. It was very lively. It was very lively, and the scenery was just so beautiful. The flowers, um, the architecture. It just really was really beautiful. I just kind of was. I felt like I was in a romantic play, and not except I didn't have a man, but I was in a romantic play, and the romantic my partner was Sicily, and so the McDonald's. I don't know, the McDonald's. Okay. I don't know what that means, Belinda. But yeah, Sicily was amazing. I can't wait to go to the UK because I don't really want to eat like fried food, but I really want to try fish and chips there because they put vinegar on their fish and chips, which sounds absolutely disgusting. But they always make it seem like it's so good. And I don't think they know what they're talking about. I think that they don't know how to eat food, and they definitely don't know how to season food. They put salt on everything, and they think that's good enough. And so I'm intrigued to see what they don't. They call it fries chips. So I'm gonna eat some fish and chips, which is a cod. I'm gonna see how that tastes and see if it's worth the hype of anything. I would like to see some plays, and I would like to see some um, uh, go to the movies and just get out a little bit more. Um, and just explore a little bit more. My friend, hopefully she can show me around and we'll see what I get from the UK. I've always wanted to go, and so I'm excited. The McDonald's in Portugal serves salad or fries and orange juice from the Algarve. So delicious. If Portugal was not so expensive, I would live there. Yeah, if Portugal was like $1,000 cheaper, I would go there. Yeah, but one day the goal is that my business and the stuff that I do, I will not have to worry about that, and I can be financially free to travel where I choose to. So one day, one day. How has it been managing your finances? This is really good. Um, I was talking about this earlier with a friend of mine, Stephanie, and hopefully I'll have her on here one day to interview her about her courage journey. Um, Thank you for being here. We were talking about this earlier. Every time I would say about the managing finances, I have not told you guys what I brought here because it's not a lot, but I didn't have a lot coming here. But I had enough to sustain me for the year. So, has it been good? It's been good. Um, it's interesting. I have not paid $1,000 a month. My bills are less. My what I'm paying now is about $400 for where I stay at right now. But as I say, I'm leaving here, and the place that I'm looking at, it'll be around $350 a month. Um, the only thing I probably have to spend money on is probably like food. I have to buy food every 2 or 3 days because it's fresh food and it goes, if you cook, it's pretty much you're cooking up all the food, so you have to go back and get some more food. So it's been good. I didn't notice how much I really value the prices until I went to Sicily, because the euro dollar was way more there and I was using a lot more, and I spent more money in Sicily than I really wanted to, and so that made me think about like budget wise. But what I will say is that since I've been here, money has kind of flowed to me in different ways. I was doing tutoring, which was really good. And then my dad messaged me like last month. I got a check in the mail that came out of nowhere for something. And then my house, the escrow, I got notice that my escrow check for my house back in 2022 was never cashed. So they're going to send me some more money. So income has still been coming in different ways. I have nervousness about scarcity. So I'm like, oh my God, how to make this work. But I have what I need. It's just it's daunting because I think I'm trying to figure out as far as steady. Like I had a steady paycheck now before, and I don't have that anymore. And so it's like it's almost what are you gonna do? How are you gonna make something shake? That's why I was looking in trusted house sitters, because then I was like, okay, I don't have to pay anything for a while. And my friend said I could stay with her, but then that may have changed. But I'm okay with paying $350 a month. Um, I'm okay with doing that. That would be about around $2,000 for 6 to 8 months. Well, I think 8 months will be around 2,000 to 2,500, which I can do. That'll be fine. Um, so it's good. It's good. I'm saying all that to say it's doable. I have been able to make it. Now, if I was in another place, and that's why I'm able to travel a little bit here and there, because I can go to Greece and rent a car for $30 and go for a week or something and pay maybe $100, 150, $200 for a place to stay and just sightsee. Um, the this is dope. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. That warms my heart. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't want to cry. I just got off my cycle. I don't want to be emotional. That makes me emotional. You mentioned business. What do you do? So that's a good question. I am a writer. I am a speaker. I was a coach at one point. I am tutoring. I have a guide coming out soon, and I have a guidebook that's coming out for those who like to know pretty much how to face your fear and do the hard stuff anyway. Pretty much my journey of how I made this choice, and it's going to have meditations included. And so that's going to come out soon, and I'll start announcing that, and hopefully people will be interested. Um, I may host a retreat soon. I'm thinking about that. And I've been talking to some women out here who are also business women. So I may host a retreat. I'm looking into deciding where that's going to be and how that's going to go. And then I also submit, I normally get my writings published in different type of um, magazines and articles and stuff like that. So haven't been submitting my work lately, but I just got a couple requests to resubmit some new work to them for a few magazine places. So I'll be resubmitting some work. So I freelance, I do all the things, but my primary goal is to really build my business for just helping women be able to find the courage within themselves to chart their own journey. So we see how that fleshes out. We see how that fleshes out. And one day I will have a book deal because I'm still trying to get my poetry book. I'm still trying to get an agent, and I see what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna pop off somewhere. I might pop off on my YouTube channel. I don't know. I might pop off something, and then people are gonna be coming to me saying, "Hey, we want to work with you." And I'm like, I was trying to work with you before. You weren't trying to work with me. Now you trying to work with me because I'm popping. I see how that go. I know how the game go. It's gonna happen regardless, but whatever. To eat well and cook at home, you will spend 10,000 lek per week. 10,000 lek per week. How much is 10,000 lek per week? Is it like $100? Because I would say I don't necessarily agree though, Belinda, because I only eat veggies. So I eat veggies. I spend about maybe 2 to 3,000 lek per week because I'm only getting veggies. I'm not eating anything else but veggies. So and now I'm adding sardines. Now, when you add extra things like you got to get your toilet paper, you got to get napkins and things like that, then it can add up. But I don't think I'm spending $100 per week or over $100 per week. I don't think I am. And also, you might be cooking for more than one person. Would you ever think of going to other Balkan countries like Montenegro, Serbia, etc.? This is a good question. I want to go to Romania and I want to go to Bulgaria. Ask me why I want to go there, because they're on my astrocartography chart, and those are really, really big spots for me. So I would like to go there. Montenegro, I'm interested just because it's so close. North Macedonia is right next door to us. I am going to be walking to North Macedonia this week. It's like an hour walk or hour two, maybe no, it's like a 2 or 3 hour walk. So I'm going to be walking there this week. But I am thinking about Montenegro. Serbia, I've been told to go to Serbia. A Black woman I met in Tirana told me I should go there. So I am thinking about it. But most definitely Romania and Bulgaria. That's why I think I want to go ahead and get my place. And hopefully that place tomorrow is where I'm going to be at, because once I have somewhere settled, then I can put that money aside and then know exactly where I'm going to be able to go, how I'm going to make that work, yada, yada, yada. All the things. I do agree that the best time to travel and find low rent is low season. Yes. Right now is a high season and everything is high. But the woman I'm seeing tomorrow, she is actually going to give me a decent price because I am agreeing to do long term. So, yes, but I do agree with you. Absolutely. That's why I wanted to get settled, because I don't want to travel anywhere right now when everyone is out. It's too expensive. Thank you. I am helping YouTubers make more passive income through other methods. How so? Well, I need to talk to. Well, I guess what's the other methods? Thank you for being so transparent about the finances. I know you don't like people saying you're brave, but most of us are too scared, feel they can't make it without that steady paycheck. That's what sets you apart. Thank you. I would want to clarify. It took me like 6 years to even just decide to really do this. So I understand. I even if I didn't do a good job, they would still coach me or try to work with me. I had a cushy job. Like I could stay, I could have been there for another 10, 15 years. And I wasn't even making six figures, but if I really wanted to, I could have. I just didn't want to work that much. And I miss I don't miss the job, but I had it good. I don't take that for granted, and I do understand the necessary need to know where your money's coming from, to know you're going to have a steady paycheck. Me and Stephanie, another woman that I know here, me and her were having a conversation about this today. That she has her own story to tell, which I won't tell it because hopefully she'll get to share with you when she feels comfortable with being vulnerable in that way. But I was just telling her how I have no other choice because it's just, I don't even know if I'm going to be successful. I don't even know if everything is going to work out. This is me just taking a leap, or I don't even know, it could work out or it could not, you know? But I still want this choice to be mine, and I still want to have this experience, and I still want to do this for me. And I don't regret that, but it is scary. It is scary, but the piece on the other side of that is actually amazing. And I'm getting so many downloads and channeling and so many ideas, and it's just I used to be a coach, and I used to do all these different things, passions that I had, but I just never believed in myself to actually go full force. And being here is giving me faith in myself again and confidence, and is making me remember like I'm really dope. And I'm not here just to suffer. I don't think any of us should just be here to suffer and just to be complacent. But I do understand real world things and real life things and bills. I got all those things. I still have debt. I got all the things. But I just still was like, fuck it. I have met women here who have filed bankruptcy. I have met women here who have left their past lives in ruins, who have decided that they fuck it. They just say fuck it. And they don't have everything figured out, and they don't have thousands and millions of dollars. Some of them are not even making, like, they're not making a lot, but they just are so tired of what they've been going through. So I really want to just make sure people are aware. I don't have money coming out my ass. And if this was an accountant or like a professional, they would advise you that what they would advise me, you've made all the wrong decisions. And I would tell them to kiss my ass because I'm feeling good. So I'm feeling more I'm feeling more at peace than ever. And with peace comes all the other shit. But excuse me, all the other things. I'm not trying to curse. Dang it, I said a whole bunch of cuss words, but yes. Today is summer, so I say, y'all, we've been talking for a minute, but yes, okay, I didn't know today is summer solstice. That makes sense. Manifest your abundance and will and is and will. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And I want y'all to notice something, because I know some of y'all don't do astrology, but Jupiter is about to be in Leo soon. And I don't know where y'all got Leo in y'all chart, but Leo hit me. It's in my chart real well, and it's time for me to maximize everything that's supposed to be mine. I claim all good things, okay? And I'm not gonna just sit on my butt and just be like, I hope it happens. No, I'm gonna. For me to be in this moment, I asked for this. Y'all get that? I asked for this. So that means if I can have this, I can continue to expand. I continue to grow. I'm gonna continue to be challenged. I'm gonna continue to be uncomfortable. But damn it, I did this. I could do more. I'm not afraid. I mean, I am slightly afraid, but I I can do this. I'm more powerful than I thought, and I'm more powerful than I can even imagine. Like, okay. I don't know what that was. What about protein, sardines? Protein sardines is very I don't know where you shopping, but proteins is very doable here. I've seen prices from 80 lek to 185 lek. Well, no, 80 lek's like 130 lek, which is $1 and change, or maybe $2. So if I get a pack, if I get four, what is that like? $8, $9. I think that's cool. I got a family friend that is in Albania at the moment. Where? What about your protein? Okay, you're okay. Now you're giving all the price. Now I can't go through break down the prices because I don't. So I don't eat eggs. Greek yogurt. I don't eat Greek yogurt. I literally this is what I eat every day. I eat a bean salad. So I eat bell peppers, red onions, cucumbers, tomatoes with some beans and corn. Have my seasonings. I might be missing something. Lime, lemon juice. My seasonings. And some drizzle of some olive oil, and I stirred it up, and I put it on a plate, and then I put my sardines, and I got some crackers. So that's that is literally when I go to the veggie stand and I buy just my veggies, I'm paying less than 200 lek. I'm paying about what $2, $3 for veggies, and that's every other day, maybe every 2 days. So I'm not paying. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's different. The most I spend on anything buying groceries is because I'm buying like paper towels, toilet paper, maybe soap all at once, dishwashing soap, like or um, dishwashing soap, detergent, like those things. If I have to buy that at once, that's the most. Or if I got to buy my dog food, you know. But me buying myself food, the veggies, that's it. Plus, I bought a whole bunch of bags of lentils. Okay, I'm talking about this too much. My sound, the sound was off. Wow. See, I didn't even know the sound was off. I've been running my damn. God, I love your story. I love that you don't have everything figured out. I appreciate that. I don't want to ever act like I don't want to ever act like I have this figured out, and I don't. And I want to be real with you guys because so many of us want these things, and the women I'm meeting here, they do not have everything figured out. They do not have like all this money, and but they're still finding a way, and there is other ways to doing things. It's just if you're going to make that choice, if you're wanting to do it, you just got to make the choice that you're going to do it. And it's more simple for me to say that than to do it because it took me a long time to get there, but I was forced. I had no other choice. It was either that or I was really going to be really really unwell. Um, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't fake the funk no more. Okay, so we got some Leos in the house. First of all, let me just say this. I love Leo women. So Leo women that's in the house, I love you. I love you. I love Leo energy. I think y'all are absolutely amazing. I love the boldness. I love the confidence. I love if you don't feel confident, you need to tap into because y'all are like we aspire to be Leos. Everybody else aspire to be like y'all because y'all have it made. Okay. I think y'all are so dope. Like I can one of my closest friends is a Leo and she's my rider. Like she's the type of woman I just say, look, somebody's doing X, Y, and Z. Girl, where they at? Do I need to pull up? What's up? Like she's my rider. I love y'all. Y'all are loyal and I love y'all. What do you think of Pisces? I love Pisces women. Pisces men, not so much. But I think Pisces is too much it's too much in the water. It's too much feelings, but they're love. Like they exist to love, and they're like they have big hearts, and they're just very intuitive and very. And if you're a Pisces, you should be really really tapped into your intuition because you that should be automatic. You have profound gifts, but Pisces energy is they are amazing people. They're amazing people. But the men, y'all can go somewhere with that. I know a Leo. I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra too. Yes, we do fuel each other. That's why I love Leos. I love Leos. I love them. I love them. The Libra in me makes the Leo feel so good because you know Leo has to feel good, and I cheer them on and I cheer them up, and I go, I go hard for. Yeah, I'm slow on these comments, so let me work through them. Are the sardines there different than America? I've never had sardines, but yesterday I almost bought some. The sardines here, I think they taste fresher. I don't necessarily like the sardines in America. I liked Fishwife, but they're too expensive. And I don't even like the sardines of Fishwife. I eat Fishwife, the tuna. They had like a spicy tuna, which I really, or hot tuna, which I really enjoyed. But once I had the sardines in Lisbon, and then I came back and started eating the sardines here, I'm not gonna say they're bad. They're not bad, but they didn't taste as fresh. Versus here, I think they still taste fresh. Um, it's just very simplistic. And I think it's very affordable, y'all. If you're trying to eat really healthy, you're trying to make sure you get good skin, you're trying to make sure you get, you get brain health, more energy. Sardines, macro as well, but sardines is so affordable, and you can dress up. They have sardine plates. Like before I came here, I used to have a plate full of like cucumbers. I would have hummus. I would have red pickle onion. I would have hard boiled eggs with some crackers. Um, I think I love olives, so I would have olives as well, and I would mash up and put my chili crisp on my sardines, and I would just make like a little treat on my cracker with my sardines, and it was so filling, and I didn't feel guilty later. Ooh, that sounds good. We just need that video of your bean salad and your sardine. So I would I will start making the bean salad. I mean, I will start making a video of it and with my sardines. I'm not gonna show y'all me eating it because I am not a polite eater. Okay, I slob. Since you're not getting enough nutrients like protein, fiber, and iron. So I take iron supplements. I take the fiber. I eat lentils. I do eat lentils, but not all the time. I have big bags of lentils. I just started eating the bean salad. Hold on, Belinda. I just started eating the bean salad, but I like it. And the protein, I switch out. So sometimes I'll do, and I switch out the beans. So sometimes I'll do cannelli beans. Sometimes I'll do garbanzo beans. Sometimes I'll switch out sardines and do tuna because tuna has sometimes more protein. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get it together, and I'm also eating a lot of fruit and veggies. Yes. Power to Leos. Okay, so a lot of Leos here. Why I draw y'all to me like a magnet. And I love that. I don't like seafood. I know. I love seafood, but I'm trying not to eat that. I have never in my life heard anyone say anything positive about Pisces men. Yikes. I'm not gonna say I don't. That's the thing. I never like any of the men signs. So maybe that's just but Pisces men are they're romantic. That's something good. I At one point I used to talk to a Pisces man and he was very romantic and he was so romantic and I had never been treated this way before. Um mm, but he also was highly emotional and highly sensitive and he wanted he wanted payback cuz I ghosted him. Anyway, hi. Okay. Hello, host, and chat blessings. Hey, life blessings. We've been talking for a long time. I love me a good cucumber salad. What is in the cucumber salad? Tell me. Okay, what I will say, because I don't like the food here, but what I will say, they have an amazing salad here in Albania, and it's basic. All they have, maybe it's a Greek salad, but they chop up onions and they get like chop up quarter sized tomatoes with olives, um, bell peppers. I think that's it. And they toss it in some olive oil, season it. And I eat that thing up. That has been the best thing that I've had besides this. I had a trout casserole here. That was good. But that has been the best thing. And that one, and I can make that on my own. I love olives. I love veggies. I love onions. That woman on TikTok, what's that lady's name? That white woman who I would eat them onion cups, Courtney, whatever. I won't eat what she eating because I don't think this woman can cook. She don't, none of her stuff look appeasing to me. But I would want to eat just onions by themselves, so I relate to her. But her stuff look like she can't cook, and I would never eat none of her food. Oh God, I wouldn't eat none of her food at all. What about pizza spots there? Have you found a good one? No. So I haven't. So when I was in Toronto, which is the main capital, I I was there for a week. I ordered a veggie pizza, and it gave me diarrhea. I had food poisoning. And so, because that happened, I didn't want to eat anything else that was pizza related. So I have not. I think I tried pizza one more time at this place in another city, Vlora, because the people recommended the place and they said it was so good. And I don't know if it's just my taste buds, but I was like, this pizza is nasty. Like, and nothing good about this pizza. It's cold and it's dry. Even when I heat it up, I didn't like it. So here that they keep saying there are good pizza spots here. I just don't want to try them. You're not gonna play with me again, so I don't want to try the pizza. So, but everybody else said they do have good pizza here. I don't like to play like that because one time, and this is TMI, but I'm gonna tell the story. I'm about to leave soon. When I was in Rome, this is a couple years ago, I ate some really good food in Rome, better than Sicily. The food was amazing, and I was drinking wine every day. I think I was there like a week and a half. The day before I was supposed to leave, I think I drank too much wine and I got constipated. Um, and that was the one of the worst experience. I had to give myself an enema or something like that. Look, so when stuff started happening when I'm overseas and my stomach started tripping, I'm not even gonna try to eat that food again. So the piece of stuff, that's a wrap. Like, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. And then I haven't found things I really like. There was a chicken spot I really liked, but I'm not there no more. Um, so I would just make my own food. I like their salads though, and the reason I like their salads is because, I mean, how can you mess up fresh salads? How can you mess up just putting onion on a plate? Like, you really can't. So, but that's not the deter anyone because other people. Belinda's on here. I think she may like some of the food, even though she says she got food. That's what I'm saying. Some places are hit and miss, but no. Oh, they don't use proper hygiene. So I just don't play them games. If something happens to my stomach, I'm like, okay, let's not try that type of food again. Are you planning on coming back to the United States? Not immediate. I will be here for at least till March. I will be traveling other places, but I will be in Albania at least till March. Um, Hopefully by December, I'll know what my plan is going to be. The only way I would really come back is if I absolutely have to. But I'm trying to figure out where else I want to go because I don't want to go back to Texas. I don't want to live there anymore. If I have to go back, it would be to bring my dog back, possibly, or God forbid, something happens to my parents. God forbid. My parents are yesterday. Well, 2 days ago was my dad's birthday, so my dad's 68. My mother is 64. So, God forbid. But they would love for me to come back. But do I want to go back? No, no. I don't. So we'll see. But that's not the plan. I will do trusted house sitters. I will teach. I will coach. I will freelance. Right. I will eventually host a retreat. I will do what I got to do to make a way for me. I will do that. I will do those things. I'm trying to figure out my next move because I don't want to go back to the States either. When are you supposed to go back? Because I think you've been here a long time. Um, and then you could just go somewhere for 3 months and then decide to restart your clock and come back to Albania. But I don't think I want to come back to Albania. I think obviously things could change in 6 months, and I could be like, oh, this is the best place ever. But I don't think this is really long term for me. So signed up for Trusted House Sitters last week and I already booked 3. Good job. So see, you do have a way. You can go. You can go. All you need is probably, if you feel uncomfortable about the paycheck, you just need to get you a remote job or get a customer service job and take yourself abroad, because there are a lot of trusted house sitters abroad. Good job for you. I booked my trusted house sitters account last week. I set up the profile. I have not submitted applications yet because I was trying to see about my living situation, but I didn't do it before because I thought I couldn't do it with Zeke, but I can. There's some places that will let you bring your dog, but some of them places they be having 3-4 dogs and gerbils and 2-3 cats and all at one time. I'm like, dang. So I'm still trying to navigate that. I can stay until November. Oh, you got time. Can I book a call with you, pick your brain about traveling and talk money? Yes, you can. I'm gonna put my email here because then I'll have to send you a link because I don't know how to do that right now. I don't remember my link to my calendar to do that. So I'll put my email and send me an email and we can set something up because I can send you a link. So I'll put my email in the chat. Everybody says get a remote job, but it's like, and yes, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna be real with you. I had an account with Flex Jobs. I got that account back. I got that account last June. I paid for a year because I thought that would be so easy for me to get a remote job. Do I got a remote job now? A year later? Hell no. And I applied. I was on Flex Jobs every day. I applied at least to 10 to 15 applications a day. And Flex Jobs will be so easy because they'll do the application for you. I still didn't get no callbacks. I still didn't get no. So the job market is absolutely trash. I'm not going to fake. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize because it is easy for you to say to get a remote job. But no, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I should be really real with you. It is not easy. If it was, then I probably would have one now. I have over 14 years of experience in corporate America in my field. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I also have a mental health coaching certification. I am an author. I have all these different things, and you would think that would be qualifications, but that's still not. I get overlooked. So the job market is trash. But and to me, last year, I kept saying, I just need a remote job and I'll leave. If I could just get a remote job, I'll leave. I kept saying that. And then I was not getting one. And I was like, well, fuck. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And I still left anyway. But if you could just get over here and you decide to do trusted house sitter, there's places there's some places they'll let you stay there 2-3 months because they're on the go. And you can go somewhere else for 2 to 3 months. It's just getting there. And having enough money for food and things like that. But it's possible. It is doable. There are certain people. I done met some kids who just came with a few $1,000s in their backpack. And they're like, we're going to stay until we go out of money. And I'm like, how the hell y'all getting back? They must have somebody send them something because they just be taking the risk. Thank you. I will always keep you guys updated. You're welcome. I pay for Flex Jobs too. No, there's no real remote jobs. Absolutely not. Flex Jobs got me because I paid for that year subscription, and ain't shit happen. I'm seeking jobs. I like you say without being okay. I can imagine it is a crowd. I tried to look when I was on Flex Jobs. I tried to do international for job possibilities, but no, it's just atrocious. It's atrocious. Even if you get, yeah, if you get a if you get a remote job, they may not even let you travel. I was working remote at my job, and I was thinking, oh, I'll go ahead and just go abroad. But there's ways they can find out from I think the IP. Like there's different things, and I hated my job, but like I said, I hated the job, but I had a good cushy job. Like I could, y'all, I worked from home. My office was in my room, and I used to log on, and I was salary. I used to log on, put like a marble on the keyboard so it makes it seem like I'm at my desk, and I go lay my ass back down and go sleep for the next 4 or 5 hours. Um, you get, I was definitely not doing no work, but I had it easy. And I thought about using that job to go abroad, but I hated what I was doing so badly. But I had it easy, you know. I had it easy. I'm so excited for your growth, both in your journey and your channel. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited as well. I can't wait to see how it continues to grow. The universe has been surprising me, and I'm grateful. Yes, they will know your location and pay you less. Yes, or they may fire you. They may fire you. So I didn't even play that game. I think if I really cared about my job, well, no, if I really wanted to keep the job, I would have made that work. I would have still went abroad, and I would have been living cushy. Like if I still had my job, I would have moved to Lisbon. Not a problem. I would have been chilling in Lisbon, right? I decided to do this the real hard way, which is okay. I'm thinking about working on a cruise or a yacht. It allows you not pay rent. That's a good alternative. That's amazing. I've seen people really make. There's this one girl, I forgot her name, Carissa Eats or something. She was working on a cruise. She got huge because she eats food all the time. Now she's just eating 24/7. But she spent the first maybe year and a half just on a cruise working, getting in, not having to pay nothing. And then she blew up on, I think, YouTube and TikTok. Now that's her life. So who knows what will happen? I I have no control over this, but I do know that I am supported, and I also know that this is a faith walk. But I'm not doing this out of like, oh, I hope something falls from the sky. No, I have I've been shown the vision. Like I have meditations. I meditate. I visualize. I've been calling certain things into my life, and those things are gonna come. Do I know how they're gonna come? How long it's gonna? I don't know. I wish it would come to tomorrow, so that I don't have to be in limbo. But um, but I'm gonna still do this work, and I'm still gonna keep showing up, and keep showing y'all that it's a possibility. Like you can do what you think you can't do, what you think is not possible. You can do it. I'm always continuously blessed. Most people mistake work from home versus work from anywhere. I agree. I thought work from home meant you could work from anywhere. Then I found out no, you can't do that. That they can find out. There's some people that don't allow that to happen. And yeah. So, because even on flex jobs, I was applying for US jobs, but really what you should be applying for is to work from anywhere because I'm no longer in the US. But flex job, they just getting money because ain't nobody hiring nobody. And I had all these qualifications, but I still don't qualify. Anyway, that's what she's just eating. Her name is Carissa Eats with a K. She's a white girl. She I like her stuff, but she just eats food. That's what she does. That's what she does. Y'all ain't see that girl Carissa Eats. Okay, I'm gonna look at these last questions. I'm about to get off because it's 2 hours, and I gotta walk my dog one last time. It's 10:10 here in the evening. What were your job requirements on the job you left? What do you mean? What were my job requirements? Like what was my job position? So my job that I had before, I was a medical claims medical claims analyst adjuster. I worked for an insurance company, auto insurance, and I dealt with litigation with attorneys. And when someone got injured in an accident, I handled their medical claims and dealt with the attorneys. So pretty much all day I would be paying bills, paying medical bills, reviewing medical files, reviewing lawsuits, going back and forth, talking to attorneys. Sometimes I would be talking to the actual customers, but a lot of times I really was just dealing with attorneys, uh, paying bills, reviewing codes, reviewing and then of course, people lie and everything. So then you got to review and see, investigate those type of things. That's what I was doing. It was pretty boring. Uh, then so, but I was on salary. And one of the things that the criteria, like you have to answer the phone, like you need to answer the phone. You also got to answer the phone for your teammates and stuff like that, which I hated because it reminded me of call center. Like I don't want to be in a call center. And so it got to the point that I stopped caring about being on doing my job, and I just would make sure that you could see I'm online, and I'll just lay down and go sleep. I don't care. Like I didn't care anymore. Um, but yeah, the job was cushy though, because I didn't start off there. I got promoted into that, and they wanted me to continue to rise. And maybe 10 years ago, I was really about the supervisor's manager path. I really cared about that, but I had paranoia. I had panic attacks. I got high blood pressure because I cared so much about the job. And then I got really deflated because people that were there were, and it's not about a race thing, but there were white women that were getting paid more than me, and I was doing way more work than they were doing, and I had been there longer, and I had been busting my ass, and they were using my work to train people, and they were using my work to using my work as a way of showing, like they will award me with certificates and awards and say I'm the employee of the quarter or whatever, but I was not getting like really raises. So I was pissed. And then I went to my last job I have now. I quit that job. I went to my new job, and I was okay, I'll work myself back up through the ranks. But then because I went to a new company, they wanted me to go through their process like I was like a brand new person, like I didn't have qualified experience. I'm like, hell no, I'm not gonna go and go through all this. I have qualifications. And then they said I didn't, because I didn't have a degree. I went and got a degree, even though it wasn't in that field, it was psychology. That didn't matter. And I just stopped giving an F because I just was like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do here to get me through whatever I gotta do. And my manager kept saying things like, you could be a manager, you could be a supervisor, you could have these goals, if you just do extra work and you just do this. I'm not doing extra nothing unless you're gonna pay me. I'm not doing no extra things. I'm not volunteering for no extra stuff. I'm not volunteering to do this. I'm volunteering to teach whoever. That's where I was. I'm not doing nothing extra. Y'all got me effed up. Like I'm not doing nothing. You could tell the other girls on the team, let them work themselves to death. Let them work and bust their butts doing free labor. You could tell them to do that, but I'm not doing none of it. I'm not doing none of y'all kiss my ass. So they I got to a point where like my manager kept trying to get me to do more. He kept trying to say, if your skills are on point, the quality you put out, you get done faster than anyone else. If you just do this X, Y, and Z, if you just add this or do, I'm not doing nothing extra. And so he was like, then you're not going to be able to move up. I don't want to. I no longer have aspirations to move up within this company. I do not want to, because I see how y'all do. I see how they doing you. Okay? I see how stressed out you are. I don't want that shit. I don't want that. You got me twisted. You could keep that and go on about your business. So I got to the point I just didn't care anymore. I just was so tired. Plus, we would go into the meetings and they would want me to be, I was always a cheerleader. I made everybody feel good. They looked at me like a guru, like, oh, you're the meditating Zen. You pump us up. And I was like, fuck y'all. Like, I was just like, I don't want to keep faking with y'all. I don't really like this is BS. And then y'all don't really care about my blackness. Y'all took away first, y'all gave us June 19th, which was a joke. Then y'all took it away, and then y'all took away the Martin Luther King thing. And I just was like, y'all play. Y'all play too much. It's all a performance. And I know it's a performance, but yeah, it's just a performance. It's just a performance. But it for as long as I did that job, it was a very safety job. That's why I can't say it was a horrible job. I just hated it. But they also wanted you to just keep working and do so much. And I worked myself before. Like I did all the things. And I really believed if I just busted my ass, if I really just outperformed everybody, if I really just showed up and showed out and just was the best, that I would be rewarded for that. So when I see other people getting rewarded, it's like, oh, this is a race thing. Like you really want me to do everybody's shit, but you don't want to compensate me, but you're rewarding somebody else, and you're doing it like you're doing it low, like on the low, like you telling her don't tell nobody, but you giving me the awards, the actual awards to hang up on my desk, like on my cubicle or whatever, to make me feel good, but you're not paying me no money. like I could not believe that, and I saw that in real time. It tripped me out. So I said all that. I think you asked me one question. I went off on a tangent because I don't like the jobs. I don't like the jobs. I think we would be as better as a community. That's it. That's all. Good night. He got fired. Oh my God. They want more and more and more. Yeah, they do. They do want more and more and more. Black women need to rest and reset. I really need this break, and it truly saved my life. That's why I keep talking about this stuff, because and I know it's easier said than done. And I'm about to go for real because my charger is about to go dead. And then I'm gonna say this and get off. That's why I keep showing this, because I didn't know I needed this. I mean, I kept saying I just want to go somewhere, and I don't think going to a place automatically just makes everything better. But then it kind of does, because you just realize like what I was doing before was absolutely crazy. It just was not sustainable. And it shouldn't be sustainable, and it shouldn't be okay. And even if it's not, you don't know, even if it's not long term, like I can't guarantee I won't go back home. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to try every avenue I can, but I don't regret the choices I made, and I wouldn't want to go back to that job. And in hindsight, 2020, I was talking about me getting on flex jobs. I can't get a job, but really that could be the universe way, God's way of saying that's no longer for you. That door is closed. Leave that door closed. Leave that alone. You're not supposed to go back into that. You're supposed to do something different. So that could be my situation. That could be my journey. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm willingly wanting to take this path that's less traveled, because I care about myself really, really a lot. And I need to do this for me. And I don't know. I don't know what to say with that. But anyway, y'all, I've been talking so much. We've talked for almost 2.5 hours. And amen. Amen. We've talked for almost 2.5 hours. I have to walk Zeke. It's 10:20 p.m. I have a new video coming out Tuesday. We will be back here in 2 weeks. I think I'll have another woman here coming to interview in 2 weeks. We'll see. But otherwise, I appreciate every single one of you. I'm sending love all to every single one of you. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me, and thank you for just engaging with me. It warms my heart and soul. And I feel seen, and I don't feel crazy, and I feel community. And that's everything for me, really, going on this journey by myself. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that you have a good rest of your Sunday, and I hope you have a good start to your week. And I will see you guys soon. I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys. Thank you. Have a good night or good day. Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys.